What is up, dreamers? I hope you are doing very well. Welcome to another episode of Mobius Final Fantasy. I'll be your humble host. I go by Robbie Dagger. Some of you may recognize me from Mobius. welcome everybody. You know me. I like to mess around a little bit. And some Mobius. In this episode, I really want to take a good look here. Take a good focus, a good gander at the Devout. Devout job reviews. Super duper late, Robbie Dagger. But yes, I think it still holds up. That's why we're doing the review. I want to talk about the Devout in today's meta with the new. We got new healers. We got different. You got options as a healer. So let's talk about the Devout a little bit. Let's talk about the Devout. I don't think I've never done a job review on the Devout, and I don't know why, because it's like one of my go-to classes. It really is, and it has been since it came out a long time ago. Day Without Sun, playing Math. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the stream, you guys. Welcome to the stream, everybody else. Always good to have you guys here. So let's take a quick look. You guys see I took off all the cards so that we could see the base stats here, and I also did the same thing with Bard, because I want you to be able to see, like, there is a huge difference in the stats. Now, because the Bard is a ranger job, it's got less defense and more crit power. Really high crit. Also just better magic. Looks like better break power, better attack power. So it's just better, a more balance of attack power, break power, magic. Big difference you're going to see is there's 2800 HP on the Bard, where there's 5,012 base HP on my Devout here. So that is huge. That is a pretty big difference. The only thing, like, the only weapon wise, what I'm rocking right now is a very stock, very unupgraded Sapphire Rod X, which is the rod I rock when I play my free-to-play healer setup. There are other rods that can be better for you. Like, I know a lot of people rock the Astro Wand X. They love it. Can't get enough of that prismatic draw plus 15%. Plus, when you start boosting this weapon up, it gets even better. And it increases your stats quite a bit. As you can see, having 2 more stars of defense is huge. It's humongous. So most of the time, I would probably recommend that you use the Astro Wand X if you've got it. If you really have trouble with your heart orbs, I sometimes have trouble with it myself. That's why I really just like the 20% bonus, or the 20 plus bonus on the life draw with the Sapphire Rod X. So that's why I'm just rocking that. Plus, it's really basic. I think almost everybody has it. Keep Assy, welcome to the stream, dude. Who you gonna call? Robbie Dagger. I like it. Freaking Mobius, what's up, dude? And the Yubi, good to see you. Yes, Ayubi, yes, it's finally time to talk about... Yes, you are my favorite healer, Ayubi. And then I want to talk about my favorite healing class. Well, one of my favorites, actually, because I do love Bard. Let me get real. Let me not lie about that at all. It's not that I don't love Bard. I just want to talk about these two jobs specifically, because these are like the best jobs, basically. Notice I don't have Ranger here. I mean, Dancer. Dancer is awesome, too, guys. It's just that when you're talking about Dancer... You can also basically talk about the Bard too, because they have very similar ults and near similar elements, but not really. But let's look at this. Let's check out this job card, and then we're gonna look at why this is so awesome. Why I love Devout so much. So the HP, you guys, and the defense that you're gonna get just as a Devout, this is base stuff. It's gonna help you survive. As you can see, when you see Ultima weapons, in the Ultima Weapon battles, this is the job to have. Not only do you have the light to, resist most of Ultima's attacks besides those plumes on the floor, but you're also going to have defense. These defense stars will help you against every Sicarius boss, every boss in single player, everything. I mean, I love having extra defense. Defense isn't something you have to worry as much about if you have a tank. I will say that. If you're using a tank, the Bard usually takes the cake. It's just got better stats and everything, except for defense. But if you're running pugs, if you're running, Oh, when I say pugs, I mean pickup groups. If you're running questionable setups, like maybe the 2-breaker meta instead of a tank, then yeah, you might see that I switch back to my Devout in that case, because that high HP is just gonna keep me alive. I don't like to die. I don't like to waste Phoenix Downs. I'm pretty sure you guys feel the same way about that. Let's check out these auto abilities: Clutch Face, Clutch Regen, Clutch Fail. That means when you get your HP low, these are gonna pop up. I love the Clutch Veil. I love Clutch Veil. It just gives you resistance to elements, which is what it is. It doesn't really help that much in multiplayer, but in single player it could help you out a lot. The Faith and the Regen. I like the Regen. The Faith, I wish it was Wall. You guys know I love Clutch Wall. I love it. I love it. Yubi says, "Who is that girl on the right of the stream screen? Her boobs are bigger than my future." That is that's our Bae in this game. That is Anemone. That's the Ranger AoE break the fence down card Anemone. That's one of my favorite cards ever. For utility, wink. So the other things this job does really well is the enhanced light 100%, guys. Doubles your light ability damage. When this job came out, I pulled Minwoo. I got this job and then I pulled a Minwoo. So this was the greatest thing, the greatest gift. And it's still, you'll still see that I used this setup today with Minwoo. I know a lot of people don't have Minwoo. He wasn't really a card people were re-rolling for or going ham on. He wasn't an Aerith or anything, but with the Devout, this has been the only job that can use the Minwoo card with this much, light enhance on it, and also a magic job. So it's been basically our best bet for this without Aerith. Also, the light resist plus 45% is just gonna help you, especially in the Ultima weapon fight or fights where you're fighting like Ultima Sicarius. You're gonna love some light resist. It makes it so you basically don't have to drive your light orbs. You could just start getting hit. Jivat says, "Wait for Gabranth." Exactly, Jivat. Once we get Gabranth, this I won't be as hype about this right here, but right now this is one of my favorite things. The enhanced light. Not many jobs have that on a magic job. So for single player, this is actually a very godly job. The life draw is coming from my weapon, I believe. The elemental starter. So it may not be. This life draw may not be coming from my weapon. It might be just base as a healer, which is nice. You want to have more of that, as much of that as you possibly can. You also do get exploit weakness 20%, which will do 20% more damage when using the weakness element. That's always nice to have. You're gonna avert bio 50% of the time, which is good. Avert magic down 50% of the time. I wish this was 100. That'd be way more impressive, but it is what it is. When you job shift, it's gonna shift to light, so keep that in mind, especially if you're playing this job single player a lot and you may not have a lot of good magic for light. Just keep that in mind, because you'll shift all your elements to light, or a lot of your elements. And then regular old job change recast 4% or 4 turns. And then of course when you're in multiplayer, you're gonna get area heals and boons and life orb draw. So there's multiple free to play setups right now, especially where a lot of players have cards like we've got Hell's Gate out in the meta right now. We've got all sorts of really good stuff. I would say use the highest level cards you possibly can. It's always going to help you no matter what job you play. For my free-to-play setup, I'm still rocking some pretty old stuff, some very old cards. But they're good ones still. They're still good ones, and I dig them. So I'd be looking something like that for a multiplayer setup. In single player, let me show you how I run this. I would run, say, 2 magic elements here. Something good. Something to help break. I always like something to help break on my healers for single player. And then I'll probably just switch this card out and give myself another element of some sort. Like, you could go with light. Your best light magic card. I could use Shining Impulse, which also lowers defense against break. So in that case, I'd want to change this to something better, something a little different, like maybe Sage Fire, which is a stupid strong attack. So this is kind of what I would use for a single player. I always bring myself. If I'm running Devout, I'll bring myself like the Knights of the Round. This just helps with damage. And then I would rock like Cindy just for the haste and the barrier. But there's all sorts of setups. Like you could totally just bring Regalia. All sorts of cool setups for that. And you know, you're gonna have somewhere around like 10k HP when it's all said and done, which is a huge, very nice thing. Oh, Yubi says, Rob, quick question. You planning on making a Patreon in the future? Oh, Yubi, I think that is a good question. Thank you for asking that. I do plan on one, but I want to make it. I don't want to make it related to videos like that I make for Mobius. I want you guys to get something completely different out of it. I'm actually thinking the Dreamer Society comic can be a fan funding project, but let me know what you guys think about that. So hold on, we haven't even looked at multiplayer decks yet. So we're in multiplayer right now. Can we just say though, the Devout is probably the ugliest job in the game. It is hideous. Like this is like the moth costume, and then you have like a freaking, what is this on my face? Like why do I have to wear that talisman on my face? And then the hat, you're wearing the Pope hat. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not. It doesn't look awesome to me. You know what I mean? It looks okay. And then you know, the Revenant's not much better. It's just kind of, to me, it's kind of ugly colors. This is the one I usually use. I like this one a little bit just because it's got that red in it. And then those shoes though. Them shoes though. Looks like you're wearing like some Nikes or something. So I like that. I do like that. But otherwise, besides the shoes, the look is pretty ugly. Xenori, what's up, bro? Good to see ya. She wants to put a piece of paper on your face, Devout. Yeah, right? Hey, come on. Matt likes the look. Yeah, but he's no rogue. He's no rogue, exactly. So let's look at my multiplayer deck real quick. Of course, you would want to use your best cards. Like I wouldn't need this rod at all. There's no reason for me to use this. I'm not going to be hitting stuff. I'd probably go for more something like Astro Wand X. Or something to charge my ults. Like I like the Rod of Roses for that. But you basically just want to use the best rod you can. So yeah, what I would want to use, if you have Aerith, you'd want to use something with Ultimate Charger probably. Just because why not? And this is a beautiful rod actually. The Rod of Roses is an excellent rod for healers. And you get that from your Occultist. It just looks sinister. Very nice, very, very nice. So, you know, if you didn't have Aerith, I would just throw Regalia here. I mean, that's basically Regalia, or you'd want to use the new Garuda card. Works really well if you're doing like the non-supreme run. Personally, I really like me just regular old Regalia. Where is it? No, I can't even find it. Oh, there it is. I really like just the regular old supercharger for a 2 orb cost. It's like quick and dirty also, and a little bit of extra life elemental starter I've got on it, but otherwise, you know, it's not the best. It's really not the best. Also, you'll see I have job change recast on it, and then the skill seed up is garbage. I would rather have another job change recast on that bad boy. It gives you more turns at the start of a multiplayer battle, so really, really nice to have. And as you can see, so beefy. I'm so beefed up. Like this is my Rod of Roses, by the way, is a stock weapon, so still pretty good. Check out these stats. I still got my 4 stars of defense, so much speed. I got, you know, 4 stars of crit is actually pretty damn good. So I'm not complaining about that. Also, 619 magic will help my heals. When I do support abilities, it'll help those heals heal for a little bit more. 529 break, the attack is pretty damn low, but that HP is juicy. It's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna keep you alive throughout all sorts of tough battles. Especially when you're running possibly questionable. You know, when you're running a lot of pug matches, a lot of times you don't want to really, worry too much about your party. You just want to get through the match. So, for me, that's what I like about the Devout. It kind of allows me to do that a little bit better. And let's see. For just poops and giggles, should we just do a pug match? Just to show how easy this can work, how we all love this job. We always do a little multiplayer. Actually, that would probably be rude to the viewers. Let's form up a real party. Yeah, let's do it. Let's form up a real party. Let's see if we can get some dreamers to assist while I catch up on the chat. Oh, Keepassi says it's based on Bond gun mythology. Good point, Keepassi. I don't know much about that Bond gun mythology, but I do know it was in Ragnarok Online, and I love that game. Oh, Day Without Sun says it protects him from evil spirits. Very nice, very nice. That probably does make sense. That's what the Bond gun's about. Salty Miner, welcome to the stream, dude, and Ramlin. Love to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Ramlin says assassins can't get high break power. I must have missed part of that combo, because they kind of can. Yeah, he probably means in comparison to Monk. Which is, yeah. Like, Monks can get double the break power that Assassins can get for some reason. Salty Miner said, Robbie trying to trigger those level 32 Devouts. You know it. Dbot says, just use 4 Lunas and you're good. That's true. That's true. If you've got Luna, you're a super whale. No, you're a super whaler if you've got Luna. And you don't need to worry about anything because you have a Supreme card, basically. So we got Peter looking good. We got G2 looking great. We got a bunch of super strong good looking people. Oh, those debuffs though. Very nice stuff. Kumar making that monk tank look beautiful. Check that out, you guys. That is impressive. Unguard, Light Taunt, Zodiark for the weekend. Don't know what the last card was, but very, very nice. Everybody's looking good. Peter, thank you for joining with your attacker. Can't wait to see it. Peter with the rogue styling. Organ says no sound. There's no sound on the... Oh no. No sound on the mixer side. Yeah, I don't know why Mixer would do that. That is honestly pretty funny though. Mixer just doesn't believe in sound, I think. I don't know, that website's kind of weird though, so you gotta mess around with the website a little bit. It's really, really weird. Welcome back, Oregon. Welcome to the stream also. G-Bus says, I need a new fight so I can run Assassin. Oh, I feel you. Sin or Die, welcome to the stream. He says, Attacker. As if Robbie isn't going to one hit with Luna. Oh, yeah. I'm using just using a regular old Devout this time.
Darkness, engulf them.
Ramlin says, new 4 assassin meta coming. The break would be epic. Organ said, my double Luna. Oh yeah, and I gotta drive again. Those pesky light orbs. Oh, I made a mistake actually going into this battle. The mistake I made was I used this rod. The one I would use when I use an Aerith card, I used that rod instead of using the Sapphire Rod X. or, you know, an even better rod than that. So, hopefully we still do fine. I think we're still going to be okay, as long as I can keep generating hearts. Oh no. Of course, right when I said that, you see that I stopped generating hearts. That is pretty funny, actually. So, your weapon choice and your card choices are so important as a healer, especially as a Devout, because the reason why you really have to be extra careful on Devout is because, yeah, I need to fill up my own gauge right there. The reason why you want to be extra careful is because your Devout doesn't have an ult that's gonna give you prismatics like Dancer and Bard does. So you have to really manage your orbs a little bit better. It's the harder job to manage your orbs. That is something that is true about it. Organ says, I'll join you in 15 minutes. Sounds good, Organ. I'll be streaming some Mobius for a little bit for sure after the review. Kumar says, tried to Bismarck, got all dupes. My bad luck continues. What? Sorry to hear that, Kumar, bro. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I'm not even going to pull for it. All I have is those 6 summon tickets right now. I have a few pulls. I actually have a few pulls on reserve, like a little bit of dono money. Probably about $30 worth. So you already know that's not going to get me very far. But the thing is, I really want to pull Gabranth, guys. Like, that's what it needs to happen. Peter, what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat and the stream. Morgan says, jacked Astral for orbs. Yeah. So the prismatic orbs can come through for you. Like, a lot of times you will get lucky with the prismatics as a healer. But as you can see, just sometimes, especially when you're not filling your own thing up. See, right now we got lucky. That prismatic right there is Bay right there, because we got the 2 hearts and then we got the 1 prismatic, which means we can actually pull off a heal coming into the next turn. That is exactly what you want to see. Beautiful. Also, you have one of the best ults for breaking in the game, so you can actually do some pretty insane breaks. Some pretty insane AoE breaks. That's something we kind of didn't talk about. I definitely didn't mention that when we went into the job cards. But your break power for AoE, your AoE break ability on Devout is pretty damn impressive. If we move that red bar a little bit further down, I'll be able to show you exactly what I mean.
Here I come.
Well, as you can see, it did take out the whole red bar. There goes Peter doing some destructive power with that Searing Ray. Organ says Devout on red bar is insane. It really is. And the AoE on it is it's a really good utility to have as a healer. It's just nice to be able to help break. I find that most of the healers can help break in one way or another, though. Because what Bard kind of makes, or loses in its ult breaking ability, it kind of makes up for it in... It makes up for it in the way that all of your auto attacks as a Bard and a Dancer are basically going to do enhanced break because you're a Ranger and Rangers tend to break. So, you know, that's a thing. That is a thing. Organ says 3 full red bars equals a triple break. Yeah, I've seen that happen, Organ. I have seen that happen. I've never done it myself, but I've definitely done some clutch breaks on Devout. The worst part about running a rod, any type of rod that has prismatics on it, is, say, like this round, I had one heart, one prismatic. I'm gonna have to drive, so I'm gonna lose the prismatic, and I'm gonna be left with one heart to start up a whole new combo to try to drive for orbs. This would have been an excellent turn to pop a wall, since we most likely are gonna be eating the hands of Hecaton.
Here I come.
And that's the reason why this right here, what you just saw, me filling up my whole deck going first, that is, it's actually not that important that the healer goes first. It's just more important that the healer, you let the healer fill its own deck, like do its own auto attacks after its drives. You want your healer to do that for themselves as much as possible. But it's kind of a double-edged thing. As a healer, you have to reserve actions. You can't be wasting actions willy-nilly at all. Like, save your auto attacks for when you actually do need to spill everything you've got into an auto attack just to fill up your bar. As you can see, we're going to be able to pop Ultimate Boon and Oracle's Blessing, which is going to do really, really awesome. We shouldn't even waste these last auto attacks. We should just use our attacks. Save those auto attacks, guys, for when you need to fill up when you need to drive everything and then fill back up. You're gonna have to do this a couple of times in a match as a healer, but that's how you do it, you know what I mean? That's how you do it. Zeno Reese says, Robbie Dag doing another one? Absolutely, Zeno. Absolutely. We'll do a few more. We'll do a few more before I go into the 15 world. 14. Morgan says Regalia is a must on Devout Healer. Yeah, if you don't have Regalia, then if you don't have the Regalia, then you can definitely go with Garuda. Garuda gives a really, really nice buff. Also, the cleave on there is dope to have. Your monks are gonna love it. Your breakers are gonna love it. For me, it's not as useful just because it's a 3 orb cost, but you know. But yes. Let me know what you guys think about the Devout. It does great, I think. I think that battle went really amazing. I think everybody in that battle did awesome. Thank you guys for that. You guys are freaking warriors of light. The best. The pinnacle warriors. So Yuri's saying, can you go over the fractals on your cards? Yeah, I'll do that really quick. I will say, Yuri, I have to talk you through it. I can't just show them to you because some of them I don't have set up right. Like on this one. Job change recast, yes. Ooh! Kijian! Welcome to the Dreamer Society, bro. Good to have you aboard. Thank you for that Choco Twerk. Awesome. Thank you so much, dude. Welcome to the family. So this, yes. Job change recast, yes. What this is, just in case you don't know, when you do multiplayer matches, it's going to give you one more action at the start of a turn. As a healer, you need that. You need that so bad. You need that more than anybody needs that in the whole fight. So, that's awesome. This, no. You don't need this. Let's go over Cindy real quick. So, Cindy is a 4-star plus, so she's only got one slot. This is a no. You don't want this. You don't want Stun Starter. I would have rather had Job Change Recast on there. For this one, this is a no. The Face Starter, nah. The Magic Up, okay. The Magic Up is okay. I think putting Magic Up on a Knights of the Round card is actually a good idea. Most jobs in this game benefit from Faith, so you want that. Yeah, but honestly, there's another thing you could do besides Job Change Recast is you could do HP Up. HP Up is also Super sexy, super important. Oh, Math made a good point about the Cindy card. One of the reasons why you always see me using Cindy, thank you, Math, for pointing that out. Life draw plus 15. As a healer, that's indispensable. That it is to me. It's like it's almost like a must-have. That's why you always see this nasty-looking, this raggedy old 4+ in my deck. Actually, she's big. This is just a monster, super good card. It gives you an Asuna, lasting boon, so it's gonna last extra long. You get a quick cast out of it. Another lasting boon, so it's actually gonna refresh. You're never gonna have downtime if you keep this up. If you always cast Cindy whenever it refreshes, you're never gonna have downtime on your teammates' barrier and their faith. So that is very, very good. So we kind of talked about this card a little bit, and then Luna Freya. I know people say she's a freaking supreme card. I assure you, we just pulled for this. She was an event card, but she does give just some dope, super dope abilities. She gives you 2 turns of every single elemental resistance, and then she gives you wall, and then she adds crit. So that's why everybody loves her. The life elemental starter is actually kind of good. Start battle with 1 life elemental drawn. That's awesome as a healer. Like you want as many life orbs at the start of a round as you can possibly get. I got a job change recast on her. Oh wait, I think she had this. I think she was stock with this. And then stun starter is also garbage. You wouldn't want that. So I honestly haven't gotten very lucky with my fractals, guys. That's why you see like some. That's why I haven't showed you guys or showed off my freaking my auto abilities on these yet, because I don't have very good stuff. I have not gotten lucky with all that yet. But good question. Very good question. Thank you, Yuri. Yuri says Lancelot carries that snipe too. Yeah, definitely it does, but just not in a nice, delicious package like what you get from Oracle's Blessing. Oracle's Blessing is dope. It's just such good. It's such a good wall card. And it also acts as a slight damage buff since you're getting the crit out of it. That's why people love it so much. Alright, you guys, so that'll be the end of the YouTube video